Alright, so I'm going to show you a quick sneak peek of the console, how it looks like together. What is up, Mousetrap Gang, man? Welcome back to another video. I had you guys click it there for a second. Okay, so today's Thursday, and it did call for a little bit of rain. For today, we actually have to router out a few pieces on the console, and then we can go ahead and finish wrapping up the console. And then installing all the rest of the components, which is the plexiglass and the grill mesh. So that is done. So I basically just need some panels that are in the side and one in the back, because I'm trying to make this thing not have any screws seen on its actual exterior. Everything's going to be through the inside. That I'm going to do screws mounts are going to go from the inside, so it'll pull it in and hold it, and so we don't see no external screws anywhere. And I do have to cut the side pieces out and the back piece where the port goes, because since the top of the console is going to get the vinyl on the top portion of it, and then it's going to continue on with the black suede, continue to the back of it, and I wanted to have a nice flow of it, and I don't want no seams, so we're going to make the two lids on the side and the one in the back. So let me get everything set up. I'm trying to beat the rain, doing the routering the box and getting everything ready, because a majority of everything else, the assembly, I can go ahead and do it, you know, with the garage somewhat closed, but I just want to go ahead and beat the rain so we don't get caught in it and delay us in time. Okay, so we basically got our panel somewhat pre-cut, and so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to line it up, and we're just gonna staple it, no glue, so it'll be easily to pry off. Then we put our flush bit router bit on it, on the router, and then, you know, we slowly, you know, come through and you know, trace it out to the contour of the console, so we have our panel piece that we need, so it can get carpeted and mounted in from the inside of the box, so you don't see no wood. All you're going to see is a nice thing of black carpet. But as you can see right here, we still have a little bit of extra that needs to get cut off. The best way to do it, I could probably go ahead and, you know, cut it with the flush bit, but why make the router work a little bit extra when we can just run it with a quick jigsaw action and cut it off, so it just leaves the bare minimum to router out, so it gives us a nice finish. So we're going to do that on both sides, and we're going to leave both of the panel pieces stapled in there, because then we're going to cut out a piece of wood. I'm going to probably do a 1/2 inch, or probably I could just get away with doing the paneling, because we are going to be doing the back panel, because we want this to look nice in the back, and we are going to be painting this port black. So if anybody happens to peek their head back there, even though they can't fit their head back there because of the titty panel now, it'll still be painted black, and it'll make us feel good inside. So let's get on it. So I'm gonna actually be the brave guy, and I'm gonna plug in the router just so you guys can see what we have going on. So I actually gave it a little bit of play. I don't know if you guys can see it. Our line is like right here. Man, that's really bad. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a straight line, and that's where the front piece of the panel, the console, stops, and then this one starts right here. But I gave it a little small gap, because remember, we got the thickness of the vinyl, and we're gonna definitely have the thickness of the carpet now, so we still want it to fit nice and perfect, so we just left it a little bit of gap, but the carpet will fill her up. So I already got my router preset, as you can see. Look, so the bearing actually is going to roll on the box itself, and then the blade's going to cut the top of the wood. So let's get on it real quick. So you basically want your router to go at a good speed. As you can see, we got our nice cut. Looks really, really, really nice. I wouldn't worry about the burn mark. We're just gonna come back and we're gonna sand it down because, you know, we gotta fill this in with Bondo because I think I forgot what I did right there, but it's no big deal. So the main thing is we needed that nice round, the nice flush edge, and we got it. So we're actually gonna go ahead and leave that one there just like that for right now, and then we're gonna flip it on the other side and we're gonna do the same thing. Then we can actually go ahead and do the back panel, because it's obviously going to get a little bit wider because we're adding a piece of a 1/4 inch on each side, so it's going to be a 1/2 inch bigger no matter what. Okay, so basically it's already flushed out, it's already cut out everything, and now what's left to do is finish doing this last plate. You see what I was talking about? So if we would have just cut out this piece just on the back of it and routed it out, we would have been missing these gaps right here. So always do the sides, so then you could do the both of the sides, and then so it just looks uniform all as one. So now we stapled this piece onto the box, no glue again, and we traced out somewhat what the port looks like, and we're actually going to just run the router inside there so we can get a nice router cut, and then we're going to paint the inside of the port so it looks really nice. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do right now is actually really dangerous, so don't try this at home. I'm only doing this, you know, I'm going to cross my fingers, hopefully everything goes good. But I'm going to show you how good it routers out right here. I just started doing it, and I was like, man, let me pick up the camera. Let me get these guys some good video footage. Okay, so look, there you guys have it, man. Nice, nice, nice. And like I said, we're doing carpet, so it'll really fill in a lot of, you know, the imperfections of the router. But I mean, it looks pretty good for most of it, man. Look at that. That wood is still smoking, guys. So, man, this thing is looking really, really nice. Flush panel, it is done. So now we can wrap these in carpet, and then we can continue wrapping and finishing the rest of the assembly of everything. So then we can start wiring that guy up, man. So we definitely beat the race. Okay, so we textured again the box with the glue, and just to give it a nice rocky look, although you'll never see the port, but it you know, at least we did a good job on it. And the texture is to give it the rocky look as well, but it helps the paint not just absorb in the wood. You see what I'm saying? So we're just gonna go ahead and just paint it as much far in that we can, just so we know on our end we try to do a good job. You see what I'm saying? Don't have to be perfect because you'll never see it, but it does help it look a lot nicer the day he ever decides to take it out and he looks inside it. But I mean, obviously we can't get all the way inside there and paint, but if we can just get this right here, man. So along with doing YouTube, your boy, I be on Instagram and on TikTok. So throughout the day, I pretty much try to, you know, do posts, but sometimes, you know, it does take like probably like 5 or 10 minutes to make a post and to come up with all like the hashtags and everything. So, but I mean, I still try my best to go ahead and try to make a post, because some people that I don't have on my YouTube channel, I do have them on my Instagram. I'm gonna show you my Instagram so you guys can follow me on there real quick. Look, that is my Instagram right there, guys. So go ahead and make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I mean, I post a lot of stuff on there that I really don't post on the YouTube. And this is like my personal page. Now I do have TikTok. TikTok, look, my TikTok, man, we got 24.2K. Okay, followers. So the console, it is wrapped, guys. Let me see if I can just show you real quick what it looks like. I haven't cut a lot of it out yet, because I'm still waiting to do some finishing touches on some stuff. But man, it is all wrapped in one piece, guys. So came out pretty good. I like it. It's a little dirty right now, but once we cut everything out and set everything in place, it's gonna look like a whole nother console itself. So basically, I blacked out the insides where the speaker mesh is going. I haven't cut it out and wrapped it yet because I blacked it out and I'm waiting for that paint to dry. So while that's drying, I got this grill mesh that I'm actually going to be tracing out the meshes that I need for all the speaker rings, so we can go ahead and get those put on, and then we'll cut out the plexiglass. I'm debating, I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave this color just so it'll be more noticeable instead of like flat blacking them, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'll still look good. I actually picked up this mesh from Home Depot, so you guys can just go to Home Depot and buy some. I like it because it's a little bit more open than the other ones. But so basically what we're going to do is we're just going to put the pieces that we need on here, and then we're going to cut them out. You see what I'm saying? So this one is going right here, and I got a metal blade on the jigsaw that we're going to be cutting all this out so we get good nice cuts, and we don't have to use any other blades other than the metal blade, what it's supposed to do, so we get everything good. So I'm going to go ahead and set those templates down, and then I got my white pencil that I'm going to go ahead and trace out so I can see the lines, and then we can just cut them out. Alright, let me give you guys a quick preview real quick. Man, look at that. I really like that mesh because it kind of got good openings, and that thing is going to look really badass. So we put some cup holders in there to make it look like something, and we actually cut out and folded over the vinyl so we can start making it look like something. Hold on, let me put the grill mesh in there so you guys can see what it looks like. Bam. So the grill mesh actually goes in from the back. I cut it out, as you can see. So it's going to go grill mesh, then the plexiglass is going to go right on top of it, and then I'm going to pre-drill some holes on the plexiglass, and it's going to sandwich the grill mesh inside there. And man, that's how it's going to be held in with the speakers. So the speakers and everything are going to get loaded in can already be loaded up ready, and they're just going to sit inside there, and it's going to look really awesome, guys. Once you start adding the components that you need for all the stuff, it starts giving it a little bit more view. So like obviously we got that in there now, and we got that in there. So I'm going to carpet this guy up. I got the little piece for there, and obviously for this one as well. And man, it's going to start looking like something. So let me start doing all this stuff, and then I'll show you as we go. These are my templates that I cut out when we were building the console and the titty panel. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trace out the cutout holes for that I need for the plexiglass on here, and then I'm going to drill out the holes for the speakers because we're going to pre-drill them on the plexiglass because you just don't want to start drilling into plexiglass because it will crack, and we do have to prep the plexiglass. And what I mean by that is we have to tape up the plexiglass and then draw all the stuff that we needed on top of the tape, and then cut it out with the tape still on it, because if we just go ahead and start hacking on the plexiglass, it's going to definitely chip and it's going to break. But we actually got plexiglass jigsaw blades that you can pick up from Home Depot or Lowe's, so it'll make sure that we get the job done right. And you know, same thing goes for the titty panel thing template. We're going to go ahead and trace it out, cut it out, and then transfer it over to the plexiglass, cut it out. Old school WWF, man. It ain't nothing like, there's a big glare, but look, there's Ric Flair. It's all my childhood stuff right there, man. That old school WWF, that was a shit. Alright, so I actually got every hole cut out for the templates. They're right here. And so now, the next thing is we're going to go ahead and tape the plexiglass up with our blue tape that we got yesterday. And then we are going to draw the templates on the plexiglass, and then we are going to cut them out with our jigsaw, but with our plexiglass blade in it, so it doesn't chip or crack any of that stuff. And then I think that should be it. And then we do have to pre-drill every single hole, mounting hole for the plexiglass onto the back of the ring, and as well for the speakers, because plexiglass, it will crack. And okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, I mean, there's circles right there, but we pretty much got all the templates traced out, and now we're actually going to drill holes in all the speaker ring cutouts, just so we can maneuver in there. And then we are going to slowly cut with the jigsaw. The template's coming out, so we got good nice smooth cuts. After we cut out all the rings and everything, I'm gonna set the speaker and tweeter in each hole, and then I'm gonna pre-drill them with a small bit that I had bought yesterday, which is this guy, because we need to pre-drill all the holes out, because like I said, we do not want to just run screws through the plexiglass, because it will chip it and break it. Alright, so your boy's getting ready to start cutting the plexiglass. Put the jigsaw at the lowest setting speed, you know what I'm saying? It's not a race. The goal here is to make sure you cut all the holes out without cracking or chipping or messing up the plexiglass. All the holes are cut. Man, you don't know how bad I wanted to put that thing on full auto and just run through it. But man, like I said, patience. You gotta have patience with plexiglass. And it smells really bad. So now we're gonna cut the actual templates out, and I think that should be good. And then we just pre-drill all the speaker holes and tweeter holes and then the mounting holes, and this one is done. Alright, so your boy's been working, man. We've been grinding. We've been trying to get stuff done. So we got plexiglass that is officially cut. All the panels are over here on top of the washer. We got stuff mounted inside there. I wrapped all the pieces of carpet for the side of the box, and what I'm actually doing right now is I'm doing the suede on top of the box. But the thing with suede is the suede, you cannot lay the glue down very heavy because it'll soak through it, and you'll see like these stain marks on the suede. So you just want to lightly do it, and like I barely did it on the actual suede itself, but I did put some on the console. But I'm gonna go ahead and just let it sit and dry for a little bit before we put it on. So I'm actually cleaning up right now as I let it dry out, because I am gonna let it sit for like at least like 10 minutes. And the stickier the more drier that it gets, the more best results for contact. You see what I'm saying? So looking good, looking good. All right, so I'm gonna show you a quick sneak peek of the console, how it looks like together. You know, you see there's a router piece that we did this morning with the back plates with the side panels. I gotta clean this off right there so it looks nice whenever we put it in. So the suede's on there, Sundown sub, top of the console. It looks nice bubbled out. I still gotta put the cigarette lighter plug in there. That's just my Clarion EQ, just to put it in there to see how it looked with it. We still gotta add the plexiglass with the lights in it, but man, you see it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. My boy Cleo's gonna be very happy with it. From what it looked like, let me drop what it looked like real quick, to what it looked like now. Big difference, guys. Very, very big difference. So we're not good over here, and we're not great, and we're not that bad either, man, but we get down a little bit, man. So like I said, we're gonna have to do the to be continued, because we had to come down to a stopping point. I gotta cut a little bit hair. I gotta go pick up the kids from school. I gotta do a few things. I'm probably just gonna cut my hair tonight, so I am at liberty to do anything tomorrow. So tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up real early, and we're gonna start putting stuff together and just knocking out the little stuff. So then maybe, you know, at night we can start wiring some stuff up. So come Saturday we can get the truck done officially. So it is out of here. And been a good project, you know what I'm saying? I cannot lie. Came out really good. The DS18 battery that we're putting inside there as well. So that's gonna be it for today's video, and make sure you go and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're a new viewer. Definitely hit that like button. Drop some comments, man. Let me know what you guys think. Man, we did some work today, but don't forget about the titty panel. The titty panel is just gonna look badass. And with everything inside there, black truck, blacked out everything, man, it's gonna be a murder scene, guys. All right, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.